Alrighty. Mic test 2, 3. Why am I not getting audio out of? For some reason, I am just not getting any audio. Okay. Alright. Testing 2, 3, 4. Well, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us for WFIN News 2 at 4:41. Let me tell you, traffic across the upstate is looking just okay. This is a look right now at I-85 northbound at mile marker 52 in Spartanburg County. And drivers, well, they're kind of taking it slow out there because I know that camera looks sort of dry right now. And I know the rest of the upstate, especially here at the studio, is just really rainy and a really wet mess outside today. But hey, that's why we have WFIN News 2 live Stupid Opera Impact Day today. Yeah. We have got one in the book for sure. And that's why I want to remind you, you can stay up to date with our live Super Opera weather team impact days when they come if you follow us here on YouTube. But right now, across the upstate, like I said, just drivers are taking it slow as they should be. And remaining constant speeds, but of course, we're going to take you to one more camera this afternoon before we go on a small little break to prepare you for our live Super Opera weather. It actually appears that we do have a wreck down, or either it's like a wreck down towards Simpsonville and Fountain Inn area. Looks like there is congestion between Georgia Road and Fairview Road in Simpsonville, of course. We're going to get you to that. Oh, okay. Alrighty, so here's a look right now at that camera on your screen. So that camera right there is looking pretty nice, but I will say it is a little slow on I-385 southbound at mile marker 29 right there at West Georgia Road, like we did say. Or excuse me, Georgia Road, not West Georgia Road. So, just a reminder to stay up to date with local news and weather on our weather team when we come back.
This is your latest check of Time Saver traffic. This report is brought to you by SC Department of Transportation.
Been in an accident? Dial 8647742164.
WFIN News 2 HD Greenville and WFIN News 2 HD Fountain. We're guaranteed human right here on News Center 2.
This is your latest check of time saver traffic. This report is brought to
Alrighty, everyone, let's go ahead and continue to give you our upstate coverage on traffic this afternoon. We do know that I-385 southbound at mile marker 29 on Georgia Road, that traffic has gotten a little better outside, but I-85 northbound at mile marker
This is your
52. Oh,
latest check of time saver traffic. This report is brought
so sorry. I-85 north at mile marker 52 in Spartanburg County, do know is a problem. So if you gotta be in that area, make sure you're kind of getting around that because it's gonna be a mess all day and long for you. But we're just gonna remind you we are powering you by 3 translators. As that big rumble of thunder just came through our studio. We'll continue to get you on that weather and traffic in just a minute. WFIN News 2 HD Greenville and WFIN News 2 HD Fountain. We're guaranteed human right here on News Center 2. Okay, let's go ahead and take you outside to our live Doppler radars. Across the upstate that has been scanning our area all day long at all this rain and all that stuff we've had come through our area. I know this morning, although it has been a live Super Doppler 2 impact day this afternoon, all day, we do have a good chance for rain all day, unfortunately. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we do have that chance of rain. We're going to take you to the live Super Doppler 4 radar, and then we're going to take you to our own radar in just a minute that we have access to. Like I said, rain and storms pretty much all the rest of today, off and on. And of course, next week we have a chance, unfortunately. But of course, I said I said earlier, it's just that chance. But let's go ahead and take you to the live Super Doppler radar as we turn on. Okay, we are 76 in Greenville with a ton of showers. Through Fountain in Simpsonville. Actually, minutes from the studio, you can see a big lightning strike there. Old Hundred Road. And this is the system right here in this area that is producing the most lightning, which is not a good sign, but we're watching this system very closely, of course, this afternoon. And then, of course, going down towards Seneca, Bowersville, Hartwell, Livonia, and Royston. Then let's see if we can get a new model coming in. So this line of showers is moving throughout the upstate this afternoon. Now, I'll show you our own radar. See if we can get that on the screen for you. Okay. Alrighty. Here we go. Alright, let's go ahead and show you what we're looking at. So, outside at Greenville Spartanburg, you can just tell that the rain is definitely not our friend this afternoon. You can just tell from Greenville, Spartanburg, Fountain Inn, Simpsonville. There's just a long line of storms. Let's see. Zooming super close, there's just a ton of action with that. And there's a lot of these cell systems that are moving in the track. You can see this in just a moment. This cell over. See if we get our radar just right. This cell over that's moving through Fountain Inn, Piedmont, or Fountain Inn, Gray Court, and Lawrence. That system is tracked out to be hitting. I would expect downtown Fountain Inn. The heavy of this mass, the cell P3. Would expect it to hit Fountain Inn and Young's Gray Court community by 5:17. So in the next 17 or so minutes is what our radar is tracking out. And then this system heading towards downtown Simpsonville, Malden, West Pelzer. This coming from West Pelzer. I would expect it to hit Simpsonville at 5:30 and Golden Grove area about 5:17. There's also a system that's moving through Lake Secession. I would expect that system to hit Lake. Oh, that was a little too far. Hit Lake Secession. I would expect 5:47 time frame. Now our storm reflective, relative velocity. This is kind of like all the storm fuel we have across the upstate here at our Dopplers. Of course, you can see there's potential flooding towards at least basement flooding down towards. I would expect Travelers Rest, Marietta, and Inman. Also towards Roebuck and Spartanburg. Yes, a lot of rain. This model also helps us. Okay. So the reflective model right now, you can see really strong line of storms on your screen, and it's kind of moving towards our viewing area. So the little line we just drew on your screen, that's where it's kind of moving. and those areas on your screen. So about the radius of this heaviest downpour towards due west has about 30 miles of the upstate. So that's kind of what the track is. It's going to be moving. I can't. Right. Alrighty, I will be right back. Alright, we're going to go on a small break, and when we come back, I promise I won't leave the broadcast, but we'll be back after a small break after our time saver traffic.
This is your latest check of Time Saver Traffic. This report is brought to you by SC Department of Transportation.
Been in an accident? Dial 8647742164.
WFIN News 2 HD Greenville and WFIN News 2 HD Fountain. We're guaranteed human right here on News Center 2. Alrighty, we are back from our break right here on the top of News 2 at 5 o'clock right now. That camera is like 10 minutes behind. We're going to get that back up to date for you. This is a look right now at I-385 southbound at mile marker 29. I can't talk. And that one looks pretty good right now. I will say there is not many issues there. I think we do have a wreck. No, not anymore. Okay, that's good. I know, like, traffic changes so fast. Okay, look like we have slow traffic on I-85 northbound at mile marker 51 in Greenville County near the 385, 85 interchange. Okay, that's what we're looking at right there this afternoon. And okay. Oh, zooming to some slow traffic on Airport Road near the Greenville-Spartanburg Airport there. But let's go ahead and take you to our live Super Doppler weather as we have an impact day this afternoon. I know, it's not fun, but hey, we need to get this impact weather out so we can show you satellite and radar too. So alrighty, so live Super Doppler 2 HD scanning the area right now, and we are nice and rainy. We have a lot of storm tracks showing up on our live Doppler radar. Cell Y7, which it looks like is right now over Princeton and Honey Path, making its way towards Fountain Inn, Simpsonville, and Malden. Fountain Inn about 5:28. Simpsonville, I would expect about 5:30, and then 5:45 for Malden on this system. Of course, we do know it's a very small amount of hail, and if we pull up the description of this, of course, 20% of hail possible, max size is 50. It's heading north, which that's the system we're watching. So if we're going to make a little cone here, that's kind of the direction it's going in, towards Fountain Inn, towards our studio. And that is heavy downforce. Can't speak. Potential lightning and hail, of course. That is, of course, more for sure this afternoon. Now, if we were to show you our spectrum width, which kind of shows you the width of these storms, a lot of width in this afternoon, yeah. But each radar. Now, I'll expect over the next little bit, about 5:03 this afternoon, about right now, about this time right now. This is just a few minutes ago. You could see that the storms were just kind of rocking and rolling, and they still are this afternoon. So that is not a good sign, but of course that system we're going to be watching out for you this afternoon. We want to let you know right now, we want to let you know something right now. Breaking news into our studio through the former Clemson athletic director has unfortunately passed away. We know that was for the former Terry Don Phillips. We know that former Clemson University athletic director Terry Don Phillips has died. We know the Clemson head coach Dabo Swinney made an announcement on Tuesday, saying that Phillips was the man who gave him his job. Of course, Phillips retired in 2012 after holding the position for 10 years. We do know that highlights of Phillips include 57 top 25 finishes, 13 ACC championships, and 77 winning seasons by team and by bowl eligible in football every year. Of course, you can stay up to date with us as we learn more. We do know that also in South Carolina, the South Carolina state has been rejecting the push to redraw the United States House districts. We knew that the South Carolina Senate on Tuesday rejected President Donald Trump's push to redraw the state's congressional districts in hopes Republicans can gain more additional seat in midterm elections. We knew that senators had political concerns, worrying that any map in a state where Democrats got at least 40% of votes in the past 8 presidential elections couldn't guarantee Republican wins in all 7 districts. We do know that there were logistical worries. Statewide primaries are June 9th, with early voting starting Tuesday, which is today. We remind you the early voting started today. The plan has called for throwing out any congressional vote already cast and holding another statewide primary just for the United States House races in August. We also remind you that the procession was held today for Greenville police sergeant who was killed in a crash. We do know that this is video from above, or there has been video from above after the police officer, 35-year-old Ashley Muniz, hold on. Okay, never mind, excuse me. We also do know that we're following after 2 people were struck by a tree just minutes from the studio. We do know that 2 people were hit by a tree at a park, which was Cedar Falls Park in Fountain Inn on Memorial Day. According to officials with the Dunklin Fire Rescue and the Canebrake Fire Department, we know that the crews were called just after 2:20 to Cedar Falls Park on Cedar Falls Road. You know, 2 were injured at the park, and we do know officials said that 2 were taken to the hospital after being struck by a tree. That's all the latest news we have right now from our latest studio. Of course, we'll be keeping you up to date and just after the break for the latest on news and weather. We'll be right back. WFIN News 2 HD Greenville and WFIN News 2 HD Fountain Inn. We're guaranteed human right here on News Center 2.
WFIN WFIN News 2, serving you with 3 translators.
WFIN 2 HD, Fountain Inn.
And WFIN 2 HD, Greenville.
The Upstate's best independent, local, live, and breaking news, all on your phone. Download the WFIN News 2 mobile app now. WFIN News 2 HD Greenville and WFIN News 2 HD Fountain Inn. We're guaranteed human right here on News Center 2. Yeah, you heard it right. We are guaranteed human right here on WFIN News 2. We also want to continue our upstate coverage this afternoon on traffic with the time saver traffic. I will say that it's not too bad. I have seen worse at this hour, but this is look right now at I-85 southbound at mile marker 52. Not looking half bad, but I will say the rain has been coming down and coming down. That's a lot of rain. Yep. That's a lot of rain. But don't worry, because we got your weather as of right now. Okay. I'm not sure why it's not letting you guys see. Okay. Anyway. Okay. Be nice. Oh, whoopsie-doo. Okay, well that's weird. It's not showing up. Okay, well it is not really wanting to work. Okay, you know what? Okay, well it's being a little bit of a pain this afternoon. All you can see is okay. Alrighty. Well, oh my goodness. Okay, why? It is just not working today. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and take you to the radar, which you can see on your screen, which is super large. Don't really know why. But, that's a look right now. Well, it was a look right now at... Okay, this is a look right now at our showers in the afternoon, lightning and thunderstorms. I'm desperately watching this system from I-385 in Lawrence, 25, Highway 25 up to Gaffney. A strong line of storms this afternoon, right? And that is for certain. This afternoon, can I please get... Okay, we are just not... Okay. It is for some reason just... For some reason we were just having terrible issues. Okay. Well, on that note... Okay, let's see if I can drop. Alrighty, on that... Okay, well, our system is failing this afternoon. It's completely... We may be back. Okay, we are back. Okay. Gosh, that took forever just to get it to be quiet and go back to working. Okay. Anyway, on your screen is our weather this afternoon, as it is causing a lot of most. Okay. Anyway, I'm so sorry. Alrighty, we should be back. Okay. Here we go. Alrighty, so look right now at our radar. Of course, we just dropped a lightning stretch. Now you can see these green lines. Might be wondering, what do those green lines mean that have the lightning indicator? Well, funny you ask, because those actually mean where the lightning could show up. Live Super Doppler 4, which is owned by WIFF4, it scans, okay? It scans the sky and picks up on the rain in the area, it picks up on it all, right? And when it picks up on it all, it kind of throws it under one roof, you know? Okay, so that should be. And so once it throws it under one roof, it kind of depicts this like, hey, we may have some thunderstorm action as we are totally having issues with our system. Okay, finally, we're back up with our radar. It was just acting a pain. Alrighty, I don't know why. I'm extremely sorry, but... Alright. Okay. Alrighty, a part of our impact day you can see on your screen. As my microphone is acting out this afternoon. We've got... you can see with our cursor there, I'm actually going to kind of set this line. Now, I know for you guys on air, you can't, not like that. Okay. Okay, so you can't exactly see. I'm just going to show you guys what we're looking at. So this area right in here is kind of where we're going to make it a duck, okay? This little duck right here with wings. Sure. This is where I'm watching, okay? This duck area, okay? This is what is expected to be, of course, the flooding area. If you were to walk outside the studio, it is just pouring down rain. And that's actually, we're producing a hurricane special, Carolina in Distress, in just a couple weeks. And we hope you join us for that, because you're going to learn so much about weather for the upstate that you probably didn't know. But, of course, let's go ahead and take you to our Skycam network as your drivers are taking it slow out there. WFIN News 2 traffic is looking good this afternoon.
This is your latest check of Time Saver Traffic. This report is brought to you by SC Department of Transportation.
Been in an accident? Dial 8647742164.
WFIN News 2, serving you with 3 translators.
WFIN 2 HD, Fountain Inn.
And WFIN 2 HD, Greenville.
The Upstate's best independent, local, live, and breaking news, all on your phone. Download the WFIN News 2 mobile app now. WFIN News 2 HD Greenville and WFIN News 2 HD Fountain Inn. We're guaranteed human, right here on News Center 2.
Alrighty, I want to thank you for watching WFIN News 2 this afternoon. After we have a lot of rain and stuff into our upstate, of course, that is to be expected. But of course, we will be producing our hurricane special, Carolina in Distress, coming up in just a few days. Like I said, let's see. Alright, we're going to pull up are expected for it to be. Now, this is when we're expecting it to be. Extreme Carolina Distress, the hurricane special, May 30th through June 6th. We have not recorded yet. We have recorded a little bit of scenes and gotten our graphics ready, but we're not 100% there. I remind you, you can stream that on our YouTube. We're gonna make a like a playlist section on our YouTube channel called WFIN2 Specials. That's where you'll be able to stream it. Of course, we want to remind you for that. We will be actually on the coast, actually that same date, May 30th or June 6th, in just 4 days. And we remind you that you can join us at the beach. If you see us on Edisto Island, of course, we'll be recording to you live there also. But that's a reminder that you can get live, local, and independent news all on your on the twos. That's also a reminder that, yeah, we do have an impact day this afternoon into tomorrow. So that's just a reminder. Yeah. But, of course, any more Impact days will be on standby. So you can see the live Stupid Offer 2 Impact Day today. And the rest of the week will be on a standby, of course, until we figure out if we will need any more Impact days. But for now, that's your latest check, live, local, and breaking news.
WFIN News 2 HD Greenville and WFIN News 2 HD Fountain Inn. We're guaranteed human right here on News Center 2.
WFIN News 2, serving you with 3 translators.
WFIN 2 HD Fountain Inn.
And WFIN 2 HD Greenville.
The upstate's best independent, local, live, and breaking news, all on your phone. Download the WFIN News 2 mobile app now.